have to ask yourself, as I asked myself, would I have done that? Jordan H. is giving, sounds like he would never do that.
I'm not saying I'd never do it. I wouldn't enjoy it.
Well, yeah, no one's enjoying starving for 28 days straight, but,
Yeah.
and the thing is, you can't even imagine what mental state that is, because you've
No,
never gone 2 days
absolutely
without
not.
food, so,
Nope.
a whole month.
Not true. I have gone 2 days without food and it wasn't fun.
What was that for?
I was doing this like cleanse thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It was supposed to go on for like
No
10
shit.
days. But
But you
After-
weren't supposed to eat anything for 2 days.
nope.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
Well, the plane that crashed in the Andes with the soccer players,
Yeah.
some of them refused to eat the human flesh. They chose death instead, so.
Yeah.
The world we live in.
Gnarly stuff.
So you want to hear some more of Sierra's puns?
Yes.
I mean, they are priceless, they really are. Oh, what do you think of Jeff's table?
That's a very nice table.
And it doesn't say anything, very subtle, you know, it's graded or don't. So. Yeah, it was great reading these. Okay, here's some more. I wasn't originally going to get a brain transplant, but then I changed my mind. This is the best one though. Why don't some couples go to the gym? Because some relationships don't work out.
Oh.
Oh, there she is.
And then there's this one, of course. I tell you a chemistry joke, but I know I wouldn't get a reaction.
Oh, you
They're
like
all
that?
so good.
Oh.
They're sharing them.
Yeah, I tried to find the
They're all so good.
best ones. I love fun.
No, they're great. Did you hear about the guy who got hit in the head with a can of soda? He was lucky it was a soft drink.
I think that was pretty good.
I think they're all great. They're captivating.
Gotta think of anything. Thought puns would be the
Yeah,
best way to.
these are all very readable, very readable.
Thank you.
I mean, all the mangles, the whole class. Setting the margin seemed like a logical starting point for him as he double-clicked the word icon on his desktop. 13s later, the application opened, all because he wanted to save some money on a top-of-the-line laptop on a Black Friday sale. Writing talent. You can feel it. You feel that writing talent in there. I will venture a guess that you've actually written for publication. You can do it.
Just trying to tell a story so I can get some words down.
Yeah, but your use of the language is
Yeah.
That's why I copy pasted Rex.
What you did?
That's why I did that.
Great reading, great reading, great reading.
Oh,
Just like
thanks.
chapter 4.
Which one?
Like 29 out of 3 or
I
something?
just clicked one.
Yeah,
of those.
reads like a love story.
That's the word.
Just clicked a random one.
Yeah.
You could have made him like however you want.
Love grading it, dude, love grading it. So Sierra, did I show you Jeff's table?
No, I like this. He stole my idea.
Oh, you did it too, yeah, but
I
that's the
did
only one he
something
gave. You
similar.
copped out, you gave another one, he didn't. That's it, that's his table.
It didn't specify what kind of table.
Yeah.
So you
I
put
put
well on
both. I put
there?
both.
That is awesome.
To say my accreditation.
Could have just made like clip art inside of a table. That was a table.
Tableception or something.
Diana, are you writing out your 10 questions?
Yes.
Well, don't hurry, you've got 6 minutes.
Only have time. I literally took like 30 minutes looking for one more. And I was like,
Just do an easy one.
all of them are
What is
easy.
a keyboard?
Yeah.
Jordan, tell me the honest answer. Have you got my picture in your dartboard?
Right.
What's up?
Have you got my picture in your dartboard?
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Friday.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off.
I can be guys.
We might be ready for it, too.
Are you working 12s? They're not 12-hour shifts?
Nope. On the weekends,
Oh.
we work 12s.
Oh, okay. 4 days off consecutively.
3.
3? Wait, you get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yep.
Oh.
And then work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
So your Fridays are Monday.
Yes.
It's fun.
And my squadron shirt's my new Monday shirt.
It's true. Everything's topsy-turvy.
Yep.
I don't wanna mess you up, but I work 12-hour days Monday to Friday,
Okay.
8 to 8.
Yeah, you teach a lot of classes, don't you?
I teach a lot of classes, I do.
Yeah.
Good evening.
And that's not even.
Good evening, Mr. Atkinson.
Yes, sir.
And I really loved your mangled topic on ROTC because it really inspired me. I mean, you guys do some solid work. You teach character, integrity, honors, citizenship, respect for the country, things that I thought,
We're
you
gone.
know, yeah.
We're lost.
But they're still there in ROTC. But they
They
used to
are.
be there in the entire high school.
They used to be in the entire country. But America will be great again.
Where's your hat?
More, alarming or amazing, I don't know.
Yeah.
1 minute.
I remember us having a conversation in Math 103 about there's no way Donald Trump would win.
Yep,
I
and
thought the
that
exact
was,
same thing, like where we're at now.
that was, the appearance, and I went for it, all of it, there's no way. Well, he knew something I didn't. He did a very amazing campaign.
The silent majority spoke.
Something like that.
Yeah, as Bill Clinton says, he found a message that resonated with the white working class, and it did, and it did it. And Bill Clinton also said it was an amazing campaign, and I agree also. Like that, amazing campaign, very receptive or something. But he did soften his offensive
Yes.
quotes. I think he had a coach, finally told him how to act politically correct, and he bought into it, and he was quite politically acceptable at the end. I think he had a lot of coaching. I showed everyone your table, Jeff, they
Oh, no.
thought it was a great table.
Oh, you told me to put the table.
Put it in. Not only did you put a table on the first page, but.
No, the first one's a
Extra credit, put
clip
another
art,
table
the
on the
second one is a
page.
table.
The second one's what?
That's a clip art.
Oh, it's not a table. Gosh, how could I have not known that? How could I not
Clear as
tell
day,
it's
I
apart?
couldn't have spelled it out any easier.
I'll have to straighten me out on that one,
Yes.
man. Alright. Whew. I said it's impossible to fail this course, but it's also
It's
impossible
always
to
that
grade
one
this
guy.
course. So, 2 minutes. Hello, Choco. Choco already tired, had a full long day, gotta come here. No dinner, right?
Yes, no dinner.
Yeah, I figured out how I'm gonna fix that. I like those late dinners.
Well, if you figure it out by 6 weeks from now, then you can
Just
Go back to normal.
have it one.
Let's start over with another 6 weeks,
Oh, yeah, doesn't stop. Yeah, so many of you said that this is a header, this is a footer, but Jeff's got his own approach. This is a header, this is not a header. There's a lot of humor in all of these, and really, especially Jordan Green's. He quoted Air Force regulations. The humor was outstanding. And Marcus was very serious. So we have 30 seconds, so if you engaged in some extracurricular activity, such as typing on your keyboard or reading your pages, could we get you to all, in 10 seconds, join the class? 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3,
Excuse me.
Sierra, you're here. Thanks. Okay, we're all together. Okay, first announcement is that the videos are being posted very quickly, and the 9 video clips that we made from your last class showing you guys doing sexual assault on computers are out there also, so you can look at those anytime that you want. The second is that your Mango projects are outstanding in quality, and I was so entertained reading them, I didn't get around to grading them, so I'll do it as quickly as possible. So, my next query is, are there any comments, remarks, suggestions? People have commented upon the interest of the textbook, the fascination of the pages and the material. Comments, sir?
Comments, yeah. I think I got the wrong quiz questions. Mine didn't have the answers in them.
I think they're in the book.
I apologize.
If you read the book, I'm pretty sure they're in there.
Well, I could say
That's what I
better than
tried
that
to do.
myself. Actually, I could have said it worse than that. So you gotta say it. Okay, the complete message is that they're not all in the text. Anyway, you're gonna have to find some of them in your armpit or some of them.
I'm okay, he said his was the same. I thought I got a different one.
You always feel that I'm picking on you.
All right?
In the 92 years I've known you, it's never stopped, and I've never stopped picking on you. All right? Okay, let's continue. Any other frivolous, nonsensical, meaningless, unimportant, time-wasting comments? Put it out there. Good. Okay, now to get something down really serious, which chapter are we doing today? Therefore, okay, which chapter are we doing for next class, Mike? In words? Which chapter would be for next?
Today?
No, for next time, what would be the next chapter?
5.
Wrong, 14. Yeah, 14.
I'll take that.
Just want to be sure that that word went out, so we'll do chapter 14 for next time. Yeah. Doesn't mean we're skipping those. We'll be back. All right. And you'll find out later the reason you need to do that. So we mentioned holographic data storage. Marcus told us it was a 3-dimensional type of storage, and it was. So I've got a more extensive printout for people that want to look at it a little bit closely. It's certainly the storage of the future, if they can get the kinks out.
Thank you.
It's got advantages over everything else that don't stop. And it's got a lot of physics in it, so don't feel bad if the physics on the second and third page stop you, but then you get to the business on the third and fourth page, the startup companies that are trying to make it happen. And it gets a little fascinating as to whether one of them is going to do it or not. Yeah, so that's going on. Okay, so the next item to share with you is Unicode. So we talked about Unicode as a replacement for ASCII. So let's remind ourselves, Kazuza, how many bits are in an ASCII code? How many bits? That's right, 8 bits. So you can have 2 to the 8th possibilities, which are 256. Now that's less than we now need in today's world. So the improvement is called Unicode, and the standard Unicodes that we use now have 16 bits. And Unicode is available to you to enter in Microsoft Word. So please raise your hand, tell me that what I'm about to say isn't necessary, because you already know how to enter Unicode into your Microsoft Word document. That's good, finally found something you guys need to know. Okay, so first, let's, make a list of the decimal numbers. By the way, why do we call our system the decimal system?
Desi's 10.
Because deci is the Latin word for
10.
10. Right, you rest of you knew that also. Deci is a Latin word for 10. So decimeter is a meter divided into 10 equal pieces. We don't use decimeter much, but it is an existing unit. And we use centimeters. So what is centi? The Latin word for 1/100th, agreed? So the meter divided into 100 pieces is a centimeter. So decimal is the fact that we have chosen 10 figures for our number system, and they happen to be and then I'm going to go a little bit higher. Now, this is base 10, we're quite familiar with it, counting from 0 through 15. Now what I want to do is count in binary, and I'm going to use 4 places. So the first one is 4 zeros. The next one is a 1, agreed? Now let's go around the class, and everybody write the next number. And write small, keep them in line there. What is 2? Mike, you can follow them right up. You can pipeline this. Okay. And Georgie, you can pipeline right behind Mike.
Uh-oh. Is
So
this it?
you,
Is this,
you can't talk and chew gum and write at the same time.
is this bump left and,
Yeah, and you didn't do it. You didn't do it.
What's after 10?
Because this one's not full yet. It's full yet, and you
Zero,
don't bump
zero,
your
one,
left
one.
until it's full,
until it's full?
and it's not full, so let me help. Let me help.
Alright,
Okay, so we replace these. 0, 1, that's there. So this is 0, 0, 1, 0.
alright.
Now this isn't full
Ah.
yet,
Got it, maybe.
so it looks like an 11.
I got it. It looks like an 11.
Correct.
Awesome. Now we get to bump left to the 4. Choco, you're gonna go next.
For the 4?
Yeah.
Like 0, 100.
Okay, Shoko. Come on, now my guy can help you, because this one's not full yet, so you do just what Jordan did, only you put a 1 there for the 5.
It's two binary.
Yeah. 0, 1, 0. Okay, good. Now, Ayano, you know what to do next? Now, this is full, so you have to bump
Yeah.
this one and start over.
Okay.
Awesome. Jeff, piece of cake for you.
Easy. 2.
It's a 7, though, okay.
Oh.
That's good. Okay, write it next to 7, will you?
Oh, sorry.
Right
Yeah,
up
yeah, I
there.
see where you're going here. 1, 1, 1.
Because those are, they're good to do one of those easy ones. Sarah, are you planning yours?
You didn't notice me.
Good. Keep going. Okay, Sarah. That's an 8. Obviously it was C. I don't know what she's thinking, but she is.
Yeah, I don't know how you're doing that, but
She's
it's
doing
right.
Right.
That's stuff on.
Just trying to best as a mind.
Yeah, right.
Carry the 9.
You're
Yeah.
right.
No, it's gotta be.
No, it's a
So
1.
close, so close.
Where you wrote
You
that?
want me to tell you? It's like 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1.
No.
1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So, this is actually, yeah.
Well, what-
That's why I meant to put it.
Just
Yeah,
to,
yeah, just to see if we were following along.
we never would have
Gotcha.
figured out what you were doing. It was an algorithm.
It's a 1.
1, 2, 3.
It's a 1. Okay, good. See, you're gonna actually do this mathematically. And then we go around round two.
Right here, right?
10, yes. Hi, okay, Jordan G.
Oh, you want me?
I'm sorry, Jordan H, I'm just,
It's
Did
just
you already go?
Yeah.
We all wanted
Yeah.
round two.
round two. Do we have the ring girls?
Close enough.
Mike, you want me to hold your hand again?
She might have to hold my hand.
Jordan Green's pressure, you can do, he's already running up the field.
I just
Really?
gotta see, so I know what I'm
You're
supposed to
back?
do.
Really?
Yeah?
I don't even know what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, that one's full, so you have to bump it.
Alright.
Alright, right, go, that one's full, so you
I'm
have to bump
thinking
it.
here now, don't mess with me.
You're doing well. Hey, man, I see, never stop having new experiences. Beep, beep, beep,
Beep.
beep.
Ah! Which one's erased? This one?
Oh,
That's all right, I'll read it there.
I'm messing me up.
yeah. Oh, no.
What the eraser at?
You didn't give me any instructions on how to use it. I can't believe you.
No, and I also didn't give you any instructions on how to miss you.
41, bump.
There you go.
Process of deduction, only one thing left, go back.
That was rough.
Hi. Jordan Green knows.
No, I don't know, actually.
With this.
Is it all
you do.
The first three ones?
Just follow it.
Yeah, Sierra's was pretty
Yeah,
on
I'm telling
point
you,
for the
it's
first three.
consistent.
Just go on.
0, 1, 0, 1,
It's a
0,
first
1.
one.
1.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright,
is it
2,
one,
2
one?
ones,
2
2
ones,
zeros,
2
2
zeros.
ones.
Okay. So 11.
See, he knows what he's doing, he's
There we
just
go.
making.
Yeah, you.
Trick toes. Okay, Shoko.
I see it confusing.
She's right, every third one changes.
Very easy.
Unless it's on the left side. Now, this slot is full, so you've zeroed it and you have to bump the one next to it. And the others don't get changed because they're in good place. Good, okay. Ayano understands, so she's not gonna have any trouble with 14.
It's easy, it's the one there.
Only actually, we're up to 15. Yes, that's 15. Now, I'd like you to notice that in binary, that all of the numbers 0 through 15 can be represented in 4 bits, agreed? And none of the 4-bit numbers fail to be represented. Well, any 4-bit pattern that's possible is contained in the numbers 1, 0 through 15, agreed? It's a complete set. Now I'm going to do something very difficult. I'm going to write down the base 16 number set. Okay? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, oops.
Uh-oh.
Did a mic here. A, B, C, and so not enough of them. So
All the way
A, B, C, D, E, F. So these are the symbols in the base 16 set. You need 16 symbols, so 16 symbols were arbitrarily chosen. So now let's take out this. We don't need it anymore. It's just a crutch. So you see this number and this number represent the same number of counts, don't they? This number and this number represent the same number of counts. So this number in base 16 is a 4. What is this number in base 16? It's a F. What's this number in base 16? B, agreed?
No.
So if I have some string
C.
of bits, say an accordion, then I can write them into groups of 4. Now, each group of 4, instead of writing my 4 bits, I can represent the same information by choosing a hex number, a base 16 number. So for the first 4 bits, what's the appropriate base 16 number? A B, agreed? So I can write it simply as a B. And for the next 4 bits, what's the appropriate base 16 number? I can't be. This is a B, that's not a B.
D.
Delta.
And the next
No,
one
no,
is
No, delta.
delta. And the next one?
Delta.
Also. So you see, if you wanted to make a printout of all the of all the core locations in your computer, you can write it out as a series of zeros and ones, because that's what's there. But if you wanted to save some paper, then you could group 4 bits at a time and write them as the base 16 numbers. And if you write them as base 16 numbers and someone wants to restore them to the binary bits in the computer, they can always just use this by going backwards. So suppose I give you a base 16 part of the printout that was equal to E93C. Now I want to restore that to what's actually in the computer. Then what was actually in the computer was a what?
It's 1110.
1110.
0011.
1100.
The C is 1100.
Yeah, it's,
C is
Yeah, it's 1100.
10, 11, 12. Okay, I'll say 1100. Okay, so this is why base 16 is very commonly used in computers, not because it's ever present inside the computer, but it's an easier way to write binary. It's an easier way to write binary. So it's usually used that way. So I have information for you. This is Unicode, and it's a base 16, it's a 16-bit system. Okay, so please read this, because this is how you use Unicode in MS Word. And if I was going to do Mangle over again, I would require that you put in 2 Unicodes. So after you read it for a moment, then I will lead us through the example that's on the page. So the sheet has 2 sides. We're using the side that says Unicode. Now, the Greek letter, capital sigma, has a 16-bit Unicode representation, and I've just put it on the board. and it's equal to 000001110100011. Now, if I wanted to write that down on a document, I could write it as those zeros and zeros, or I could compactify it into hex. So Kazuza, can you come up and compactify these 16 bits into 4 hex digits? Hi, Kazuza.
Zero?
Now come on up there. Okay. Now, the first four bits, these four, can be represented as a hex. What's the hex that they're going to equal? So write a 0 under those 4. Now the next 4, and this may work. And the next 4 can be represented as what hex number? 3. And the next 4 can be represented as what hex number? 8. And the last 4? 3. So if you want to write the Unicode for capital Sigma, you can either write those 16 bits, or you can write these 4 base 16 or hexadecimal numbers. Now Microsoft Word is set up for you to get it to print that symbol by you telling it the hex code. It doesn't want the zeros and ones, it wants the hex code. So the hex code for capital Sigma is what? Now you see here on the symbol window that you bring up if you want to do this in Microsoft Word, you bring up symbol and you leaf through it until you find the one you want, and then you highlight the one you want, and the what they call the character code and hex appears in the window. So everyone see in the lower left how that appears? And now how do you get it into your document? Well, you position the cursor where you want capital Sigma to print. You put the cursor on your document where you want the capital Sigma to print. Then you type the hex code, and after you type the hex code, you type what special key? Alt-X. And Alt-X, then Windows Word will take those 4 hex characters and look them up, and it will print the capital Sigma for you. So this is how you can print letters, kanji, foreign languages, Arabic, as well as mathematical symbols that you would be stuck on otherwise by going through their hex code. And you don't need a hex code table because Microsoft converts it for you right there in the little window. So as I mentioned, if I was doing Mangle again, I would require that you do 2 Unicodes. So that was part of new stuff for tonight.
And that was actually new, I never heard that before, so thank you.
You sound surprised.
Only 2 years.
That was actually new. Did you hear that? That was actually new.
I actually use this when I write EPRs, but I didn't know that this is what I was doing. If you do 2009 and then hit Alt-X, it makes a smaller space than a normal space on the space bar. So that allows you to make the bullet shorter.
Anybody else learn something?
Sure did. I know how to QC EPR
Yep.
better.
Anybody else? No, stop.
So 2009, then Alt-X.
2009 Alt-X, it'll shorten bullets.
Hmm.
Just the space in between whatever 2 words you're separating.
Can you do a smiley face?
I cannot.
Okay, so now we go on to stuff that you also have recently learned and is equally worthwhile to you that you want to take immediate notes on it. Input-output devices.
I have a question before you go on.
Yes, I knew he was going to do it.
The top left chart of the handout, it shows this K sigma signal.
Capital Sigma?
Yeah, and underneath it says 2211. What is that?
Well, first let me locate this capital Sigma.
So 5 or 6 down,
5 or 6 down, I got that.
3 from the right.
3 from the right.
2, 3,
8.
2211.
8 down. Yeah, what
Well,
is that?
maybe, well, that's absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, somebody bring up Microsoft Word now and type in 2211, Alt X, see what you get. You're pretty meticulous proofreader there.
Sounds like a signal.
It certainly looks like a capital Sigma to me.
It's pretty simulated.
So let's find out if they, who's gonna bring it up?
I already did.
Okay, go.
What's it do?
What?
It looks like a sigma, but I'm.
Okay, now type in,
Zero,
now type in
three,
0380.
Right next to it.
It's a smaller one. That's the
Smaller
lowercase.
one.
Oh, lower.
It's a lowercase capital Sigma.
The lowercase capital. It does say capital right here, that's really.
Well, they really do get into different offerings here then, don't they? You can have, well, never mind. Okay, so, that's true. Now, interestingly enough, all your,
The smaller one's the 3.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, so the book is wrong, or if this came from the book. It said Greek capital letters, sigma, and then
Yeah,
I typed in
it's
03A3 and it's like Alt X, then I changed it to lowercase.
is it lowercase Sigma or is it a smaller uppercase? Because the lowercase
Oh, I
Sigma
don't
looks like this.
That
of course.
exists?
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
this, is it?
Mm-mm.
No, it's
Okay.
a smaller version of
Yeah,
Just
it's
a smaller version. Sharp eyes there, Jeff. I'd like to grade some papers.
Good, that's your job.
Okay, what I'd like you to do is turn the page back to your ASCII codes. And I want to take the capital E. You see capital E on ASCII? I want you to give me the hex code for it. The hex code. The first four.
45?
45. So, Jordan H, do you get 45?
Yes.
Mike, you get 45?
Not yet.
Work. You see the E.
I see the E.
The first 4 bits are 0100, right? Look up on the board. The 0100 is what number? It's a 4, isn't it?
Got it.
This is a 4. Okay, Mike, look at the next 4. 0101. What is that one?
01015.
5. So the hex code for ASCII E is 45. Now, the makers of Unicode decided to make it compatible with ASCII. So turn the page over to Unicode and tell me what a capital E is.
0045.
So all you do is put 2 zeros in front of it. So that's backwards compatible. So does anyone else have another good comment or such? You know, Jeff did that because he didn't want to talk about input.
Yeah, as soon as you brought that info, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Anyone else want to postpone and stall
Maybe
input
you'll figure it out.
output? Okay, we gotta go there. Chapter 4. Ah, the excitement. Alright. Jordan Green, get us started. Pick a classmate and attack.
Yes.
Who's your target?
His name
Kazuza, you're on.
Alright.
Spotlight on Kazuza.
Gone to that.
What are the 2 main types of printers? 2 main types of printers.
Personal experience, you don't need book. Two most commonly encountered types of printers. Yes, inkjet, and the other one is? The one in the lab? Laser. Right, inkjet and laser. Okay, Kazuza, pick a person. Who's your person? Jordan H. he picks. Good. And your question, sir? You have them written down, 10? Why not? That's the second time. First time is okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Can't play. Okay, Jordan H.
Yo-yo.
That's, Ayano revealed in a mangle that her nickname among is, you pronounce it, I can't do it right. Yayo.
Alright, when talking about styluses, what is the name for specific gestures in Microsoft Windows known as?
Oh my God! Oh,
Glad it wasn't me.
oh my God!
Just a specific gesture with the pen, what are they known as?
Okay, okay, volunteer, anybody? Okay, race to the page. Who's gonna find it? Brush strokes?
It's a multi-touch.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try it.
Stylus.
Yes.
Oh, what did you, what do you have?
Flicks.
Flick?
Flicks.
Flick.
Is that
Flick your
really?
wrist.
God.
Why is
How'd you find it so fast?
Because I'm red.
Yayo, you get to go. Yayo, turn you. Okay, pick your player.
Okay,
Yayo, isn't
Yeah,
it? Yayo.
alright, so, okay, so.
Pick your person.
Then I go back to you then.
Oh, Jordan, oh, they like you,
Right,
Jordan.
so-
I guess, yeah.
What is the surprising service the Japanese grave side doing with the barcode?
They are printing QR codes on people's graves so you can look up information about the people.
Yeah.
What?
What? That's ridiculous.
It's in the book?
Yeah,
What?
when I read
Yeah,
that,
totally trashed you,
I
totally
actually-
trashed
I
you.
missed that.
I googled that too. That's why I knew
What do
it.
you mean you missed that? How come Jordan got it and you missed it?
Oh my God.
I-
We have one good student in here anyway. Jordan, would you care to pounce on who this time?
Sierra,
Sierra.
when talking about touch screens, what is a slight movement or other physical sensation in response to the user's touch so they know that their input is being received by the computer or device?
Oh, I know that one. Do I remember the name of it? Can you repeat the question?
You're sadistic.
I just.
When talking about touch screens, what is a slight movement or other physical sensation in response to the user's touch so that they know their input has been received by the computer or device?
Multi-touch.
I don't think so.
Oh, man.
The second player, and volunteer.
You talking about gestures? What are you talking
When talking about touch screens, so when
the
when I
touch screen
touch
shows
my
back
touch
to you.
screen,
Tactile
Vibrate.
feedback.
there you go,
What's it, tactile?
tactile feedback.
Oh,
gosh.
okay.
Jeff,
Tactile
tactile
feedback.
feedback.
It's kind of a long-winded question. I was trying to.
I know,
was
yeah.
Like, wait.
Yeah, I know
I'm
what
trying to
it
make
is.
it as short as possible, but
Because you just said it, I was like, wait a minute, I
Yeah.
think he's asking him to say the same word from the last one, and then I'm like, no, no.
Tactile feedback.
It's a little close, a little.
Wow, that's what you do
I
in a
need
date.
some harder
I
questions.
promise the rest of mine are
My questions were like,
Seriously, it's like.
the rest of my
mouse or
questions are
something.
easy now, I promise.
You don't believe him. Okay, Jeff, who's your target?
All right.
Pick the person.
So,
Pick the person first.
Manuel.
Manuel by the window, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay, in a printer, what colors are typically found in a 4-color printer?
Four color print.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I know
Sounds
them.
pretty easy.
Right. Those are the colors you buy in the store for your inkjet. Four
Black.
colors.
I hate this.
Yellow,
Yep,
cyan,
yeah.
Nice.
and
Go dig deep. Dig deep.
magenta.
Hey! Okay, does anyone know why those are the colors?
Absolutely not.
I don't, I was looking for primary.
So you can't just say
Right, now
red.
on your cathode ray screen, your television set, it has three colors that it combines into any color. And what are the three colors on your radiative screen? RGB, red, green, and yellow. But on a printed page, when they print a page, they combine four colors.
Green and blue.
Oh. Automatic yes there. I trusted you. Look what you did to me. Red, green, and blue, thank you. RGB, color system, agreed? You can produce any color you want by mixing those in various combinations. But there's another set of four that you can also produce any color that you want by mixing them in various combinations. Cyan, magenta, black, and yellow again? Right. Now, for radio purposes, RGB produces the best mixtures. But for reflective purposes, for example, is this blue actually the color of this page? Negative, and I can convince you of that very easily, because if I turn the lights off, please tell me what color is the page. It's black, agreed?
Yes.
Because it's only blue because it reflects blue and absorbs everything else. So that's the principle of color off of a printed page, is the color that it reflects, not the color it radiates. And you get better reflectivity with a base 4 than you do with a base 3. That's why I'm here. Manuel, please pick a card.
What's your name?
Gene. Gene, like pants?
Gene. Gene.
He's paid for his voice, by the way, that's his job. He's a drill instructor.
Blank is the science of identifying individuals based on measurable biological characteristics.
He knows that.
Oh, are you talking about biometric readers?
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Quick answer,
Yes.
done deal. Okay, Gene,
Jordan in the
pick
back.
your person.
Here I am.
Jordan in the back. Get him in the back.
He's probably going to.
Knife him in the back.
That doesn't mean.
When scanning an object, what might optical character recognition be used for?
Ooh, optical OCR.
OCR. What might it be used for?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Anybody replacement,
Is that
OCR?
like checks, like,
No, that's OCM. Oh,
Yep, you're right.
Entry to a
OCM,
secure
yeah,
facility.
It's just used for reading a document, right?
And
It's used so that way you can re-edit a scan document.
Oh, I see where you're getting at.
Oh,
Yeah, it's, okay, it's the standard language for reading in a printed text page, OCR. How many have used OCR software? Did you satisfied by it?
Yeah, it's great.
Yes, it didn't used to be, it used to be terrible. You used to have to edit it and 10% of the letters would be wrong. But now it's gotten much better. The other thing that's gotten much, much better is voice recognition systems. There's a book talk about voice recognition systems. They've improved to the point of where they will get a large part of what you say into the correct words. How many satisfied by voice recognition systems? Also good. So also Sierra was pointing out that at the bottom of your bank check, anybody who doesn't know what a bank check is, ask one of the older members of the class. A bank check has printed numerals at the bottom. Those are not written in ordinary ink. They're written in ink that responds to magnetic reader. They're read by a magnetic reader. So that's used by bank checks. Okay, so Sierra so who really answered that, Sierra or Jeff?
probably. No, I was
Who
pretty off
pointed at
topic.
you? Sierra, you
Oh,
get,
yeah, I did.
you get to go.
No big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Go. Who's your
You don't
person?
have to answer it.
Wait, I gotta find a difficult one if I have any.
Sounds like you want to.
Oh, that was actually one of my questions too.
And you put it.
Okay, this one sounds more complicated than it is. Jordan G,
You guys are just
right?
picking on me now.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
just wanna know if you
Rapid
know.
fire.
It's like,
Alright,
throw this guy under the bus.
Alright, here we go. This one's pretty difficult. How
Thank
do
you.
scanners work?
Ooh,
They
love
scan
it.
the paper.
That sounds like a me
Boom.
answer.
Do you accept the answer?
Mic drop.
Long story short, yes, he's right.
They scan the document.
Yeah, there's a few steps missing, but I'll accept.
Can anyone add anything to that?
It's optical, uses a laser.
It uses a laser,
Goes to a
I
paper.
didn't even put that, but.
okay, and, well, does a scanner work the same way that the first part of a copy machine works?
Correct.
Yes.
It scans the document, and what does it break the document into?
Digital form.
Remember what an image bitmap map is?
Yeah.
It puts a pixel and sets it to 0 and 1 at every location, if it's a black and white. If it's a color, then it uses probably 3 lasers and sets it to a 3-byte depth, if it's a color scanner. Do we have color scanners? Okay, good, not my budget. Okay, she accepted your answer, as such as it was, Stuart, so you get to go.
Pretty good.
Alright, one more, sir.
Person,
Sierra.
popularity contest going on
No,
here.
it's fine.
Yeah, you guys are coming at me, so coming back at you. This is pretty easy. What is an example of a special purpose printer?
Special purpose printer.
Alright,
Oh, is that like printing like barcodes? Like off of a, like, wait, it's in the book.
That is
Barcodes
one.
Yeah, it is in the
scan.
book.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's like printing barcodes.
It's one of them, yeah.
not bad.
That's one
Sierra, you
example.
get to go again.
Oh, alright. Jordan.
Which good? Okay.
That's not very nice.
No, let's spread it around. People are
Okay.
gonna go to sleep.
Let me see what I got first. Oh! I
Pick
got
your
lots of-
person.
Jeff, what is an example of a surface computing device?
Tablet.
Okay.
Thanks for
That
that.
was sweet.
Okay.
Can't really argue with that.
Pick your person, Jeff.
Jordan in the front.
That's me.
I'll be nice.
What?
And name 3 types of barcodes.
3 types of barcode? Fat, thin, medium?
Is the QR codes,
Correct.
code 39
Correct.
barcodes, and then, can't remember the last one,
UPC?
UPC.
I asked him, not you.
Is it UPC?
Yeah.
It's like the most common one too.
I figured that
I
was the
remember
first one you knocked out.
I remembered the other ones because they were.
I have no idea what I was saying, it just popped into my mind. I think I read your mind. Does that mean you get to go?
Yeah, you're good.
Or we could,
Okay. Jordan in the front. Who can you stab in the back?
I
Who you
forgot. her
picking,
name.
Choco?
Yes.
Choco, you're on spotlight.
When talking about scanners, what is automating the data entry process referred to?
Automating the data entry process?
I said the rest of your questions were
Can
easy.
you tell me?
Choco,
Thought
what
you
in the
said you
world is he
got
talking
this.
about?
Oh.
Automating the data entry process? Automating the data entry process of a scanner. I have no idea. Choco's looking it up, so that's cheating already. Does anybody know the answer? Okay, Sierra's.
Source data automation.
Great.
Nice, source data automation. That's present also in your commissary, isn't it? Source data automation, where you link the scanner to the inventory, exactly. Oh, it was going the other way around. I thought you were saying before you scanned. You're saying after you scanned, okay, that's why I couldn't get that. Sierra, you get to go next too.
Alright,
Remember, let's spread it around. Keep the
okay,
field even.
Michael,
Alright.
I don't know what names
what's
you're
an example of, 2 examples of a pointing device?
Guns and
Wow.
Nice.
Just two,
Yeah,
mouse and a pen or
that's what I put,
stylus.
so I agree.
Mike, you're on.
Alright, Onishi,
Yes.
san.
Okay, yes.
What did you just say?
Oh, my last name.
Oh,
An input device that takes pictures and records them as digital images is known as a digital camera, correct?
Those kind of questions I need.
well, yayo, nice going. Okay, who are you gonna pick on?
Oh, this time, life? Okay, so, flash memory card has speed on it.
Has what on it?
Flash card memory
Has,
has speed, like they have the
Like class
speed of
4
the
and class
class.
10.
all right.
Why do they have the speed? Oh,
So, you know which is faster? Oh, it's like upload and download data, so throughput speed.
I think he's guessing, yayo.
okay,
Is he right? No,
my
don't tell him.
question is
Yeah.
like, for what, the memory? flash
For the
memory?
data, so when you put a card in your computer and you wanna offload like pictures, class 10 offloads faster than class
Yes.
Really? I never heard of that in my life.
1. Yeah.
How many didn't hear that before?
No, it was on the blue thing, right? It was on the blue selection for, like, for a camera?
Yeah, that's why I know.
Like a DSL,
Really?
DSR.
Nice going,
yeah.
guys,
Like,
nice
you have to
going.
have a
Get
special
down to
kind
the
of.
details, I'm impressed.
Correct.
Okay, Jeff, you get to impress us further.
No, you get to impress us.
How about break?
Wait a minute. List 4 types of printers.
Oh, you're joking.
No. Not at all.
You're
The joke
joking.
of the question or that you're answering?
I mean, I thought I was gonna get something that might even slow me down.
Oh.
Okay, well, because this already gave us laser and inkjet. After that, we have impact printers, which were the old IBM line type of printers. And now we have graphical printers, which print graphs, and I never can remember the full name of them. So we have rolling graphical printers, we have impact printers on a personal desktop scale, impact printers for mainframe scale. And we have thermal printers also, melt colors, give you beautiful photographic images because they put the colors like crayons on the page, crayon strokes, and then they fuse it all together with heat. And the colors are absolutely brilliant. So thermal fusion, that's 5 or 6 there also.
That'll work.
I could pick someone. Okay, good. Okay, Shoko, I don't have any questions. Shoko, what are headphones used for?
Headphone,
Yeah, what are they used for?
audio.
No, they're using so the other people in the room don't bother you. Okay, you go, Shoko. Your turn.
My phone.
Pick a person.
Jean?
Jim?
Yes.
Jean?
Yeah.
Hi.
What is indicated the quality of scanned images by optical resolution?
I'm sorry,
One more time.
What is indicated the quality of scanned images by optical resolution?
What measures the quality?
Yeah.
You know. You
I know.
All right, it's a real question, obviously. Obviously, Jean doesn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I
don't know. What is it?
Okay, so Jordan was first. What measures the quality?
Is it DPI or dots per inch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now,
Okay, we got that. Can we take a break now?
No,
Okay,
I
let's
won't
go.
ask you
Keep
again.
going, Coach Jordan, go.
That was my next question, was what does DPI stand for?
That's why I was like,
It's dip misspelled.
Gene,
yeah.
the most common barcode type for non-food items?
Non-food items.
For non-food items. Aren't, they're not, I wanna say it's QR, but it's not, it's a RFID,
The 39 then.
the 39?
39, yes.
Only one left.
Okay.
Well, you sort of get to go, Gene.
Okay. I will toss this one to, Mike.
Mike.
What is the unit of measurement used for print speed?
Print feed? Oh,
Print
I love
speed.
it.
I got this one.
It's,
I like that.
it's one of my questions.
Unit measurement for print speed.
Print speed, yeah. You wanna know the Jeopardy music? Let's do the Jeopardy music.
Print speed.
Get it. Beep. Beep. Anybody else, Jordan?
Pages per minute.
Pages per minute, all in favor, pages per minute.
I've never had that.
Okay, well, we weren't gonna give you that much time, never. Okay, Jordan G.
Alright. One second, let me find a decent one.
Choco,
Choco? What is a data projector used for?
data projector?
Yes, sir.
Data projector.
Sounds
Sierra
complicated
knows.
than-
Hmm?
Sounds more complicated than it is.
Yeah, no, you can't look it up, you know it or you don't. Anybody, Sierra, you know, right?
Yeah,
What is it, please?
projecting
Project to
data.
project data.
It's a displacement.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
She came back at me.
You can't take my answer.
Why don't I get a real job?
Gene had
anything
the
you wanna
book,
add to
Gene
that?
had the book, one, I heard him say it.
Display device?
Yeah, it displays data, projects data onto a wall or
I
a
never would have thought.
projector screen.
Are you sure?
I don't accept Sierra's answer.
You don't accept your answer?
No.
You get to go again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. Had a good one.
She accepted yours.
I did.
You're just trying to teach her higher standards, right?
Yeah, that's sweet.
Sierra, what is a dot matrix printer?
Oh,
A
there
what?
we go.
Dot dash matrix printer.
Alright, I won't answer the same way I answered last time. I don't know. I
Okay,
don't even remember reading about
anybody
that.
wanna answer, what is a dot matrix printer? Okay, I'll teach. First, is it an impact printer or a non-impact printer?
Impact.
It's an impact printer. And it works as follows. Any character or number is printed by up to 9 dots. Here I've used 7 of them and I've printed what letter?
H.
That's right, the letter M. The letter H looks like that.
Totally different.
Yes.
Okay.
I might add another one for an M, I'm not sure.
Kinda
But each
see
one
that.
is unique.
Those are the ones for those old printers with the dots on the side, right?
They're not that old.
Hey, what's another one? That was like a week ago.
No, for like big companies that print out lots of stuff and it kind of folds on each other.
You can
as
also
it's coming
get
down.
desktop versions for yourself. And so every letter has its own set of these 9 dots and number also. So they're not really in a beautifully aesthetic font. In fact, they're quite crude. But they are quick compared to what went before. They were an early type of printer, as has been mentioned. And so how do they make that? Do they use carbon paper?
Yes.
They have a carbon ribbon, agreed?
Yeah.
And all they do is strike some of these. They have 9 pens, and some of the 9 pens are activated for each letter, pushed out, and everything's pulled back in. So, final question Or are they noisy enough so that nobody likes to be around them?
Yeah.
They're very, very noisy, agreed? How does their noise level compare to an inkjet? It's not very noisy to spit that ink out, is it? It's only noise is really the tray running up and down. So, but they did have a value. So and it was the same principle worked on IBM mainframe printers. They were just bigger. They printed 132 character line on big sheets of paper at very high speed. But can anyone name, and they're still used on IBM mainframes, can anyone name one advantage to these impact printers that is still present and is still the reason they are sometimes used, and the non-impact printers like laser and inkjet cannot do?
For printing,
Scantrons?
for printing large amounts of data.
Carbon copies.
Oh.
Carbon copies. You can put in 6-part paper, which is 6 parts paper with 5 carbons in between, and it'll bang through all of them. So, carbon copies. Good point. Okay, so who answered that?
You did.
Hi. Okay.
I don't know.
So, Mike,
Alright.
would you like to go on break?
I think that's your question.
Beep. Anybody else?
Yes.
Alright.
We have a yes here. So it's 5:36. Come back 5:46, please. That was my question.
Good question.
Good question. Well thought.
I just threw it out there at the top of my
I
head.
have a question.
Sir.
How much time do we get on our test?
Hour and a half, and it's usually much more than anyone needs. Serious students do it in 5 minutes because they've totally memorized without understanding anything, every answer.
Yes.
Azusa, do you not understand the assignments when I say them? Do you not understand what to do?
I just didn't tell them.
Oh, how many courses are you taking?
Well, I'm quite busy, right?
Busy, a lot on your plate. I understand.
Next time I will.
Can you stand in front of the camera and say?
Will we be, we need 10 questions for chapter 20.
Let me think about that. Probably not. Got other virtues.
And you
It's
think
like,
about
oh god.